Peace. You know, Alice Coltrane, Blue Nile. I love that song. It's like heaven, man. My hearts remind you of heaven, don't it? Now look, this is Cyberspace Ministry. Street Science. This is number 9. Number 9 is divine and on time for the time that we're living in. Cyberspace Ministry, Aboriginal Universal Supreme Conscious Council of the Elders. And see, what we got to do is trap that Federal Reserve note in the community and don't give it back. And when we give it back, we're having its place precious metals. And y'all haven't yet learned how to outsmart this Caucasian. Use technology on us. Remember Moses went to Pharaoh. He said, "I am that I am sent me." So Pharaoh, you know, he got his magicians to cast their rod and throw down a snake. They did their little magic and trickery. That's all that means, you know. Trickery. Illusions. Diversions. Trickery. Then Moses cast his snake rod down, and it turned into a snake and ate up all the Pharaoh's magician's snake. So a lot of y'all get you know, messed up when y'all hear about Moses and Pharaohs and those prophets. You say, well, it wasn't no Moses and all like that. It's not. Don't focus on if it was a Moses or not. But look at the wisdom that's in it, locked in it. Because the white man nowadays would be the Pharaoh, you know, because he's powerful, you know. And then when he goes and get his magicians, you know, they are the magic guys that cast spells on you, hypnotize you, trickery. Then Moses, you know, he's like was living with Pharaoh, see, and he know about Pharaoh. He know that he don't want to be down with this white man. So we just gonna translate over to the white man. You know, Moses didn't want to be down with him. So, but he was sent back to defeat Pharaoh by powers that he had within him. You talk about the burning bush, brothers be thinking about reefer and stuff, man. No, we're not talking about that kind of bush, man. But anyway, I ain't gonna get into that philosophy because I'm doing these 15-minute spots, and Street Science number 9 is gonna be the end of this. So, but I'm talking to brothers like Sinetta and all them brothers in New York, other brothers, Taza Doc, and all them. Taza Doc, he hip to the game, you know. But what I want to say to all y'all young brothers is this, you know. I know some older brothers out there, wiser than me, around my age, But you don't never spread your wisdom among these young soldiers and warriors, man. And give them some marching orders, you know. Y'all jealous of these young brothers because y'all done got old and dried up, see. But I'll be learning from these young brothers. And I want them young brothers to learn something from me. And there's some young warriors. They just need some elders. I got a painting downstairs called the Gathering of the Elders. And all elders as far as counsel, you know, spread wisdom. And the young brothers, the warriors, they are supposed to take some of that, you know, wisdom, interpret it into their way, and manifest it. Our battle ain't with each other. Our battle is with our oppressor, Satan, that great Satan. And we're going to cast our rod. He's going to turn into a big snake, gobble up all Pharaoh's snake or all Satan's snake. And then we're going to drown Satan in the Red Sea. You see? So, I want y'all brothers to be with me on this now. See, that pimp game I was speaking of in the earlier part of this series, they went to the preachers. You know, half of them was pimps. You know, not all. Some of them very sincere. But they used the first lady just like a hoe, man. I know because, you know, like I say, I was that brother, black light, who sat by the church, who sat inside the church. And I know about how that worked. Y'all can, the preacher is continuing the game, you know, of the white man. He's a continuation of the system. He's pimping the women, you know, and that's it. So we gonna, you know, go up into these churches, you know. That's where you need to take Seti, young Pharaoh, up in them churches where them preachers, where them chicken bone, pork chop preachers is at, debate them. You know, if you're going to want to just debate each other, go and debate them. Because y'all brothers, you know, y'all know what time it is. Y'all say it in different ways, but all y'all saying the same thing. You know, no, it ain't no God looking down in heaven. The God, it's not no God. We the gods. We not just acting like gods now. So we ain't on our post. See, God is a post, man. You know, it's a high post displaying power and force. And we're not displaying that now. So we got God potential in us. You know, God has control of his faculties. Now say a man and woman, you know, are married and they're constantly fighting with each other. They can't get along with each other, you know. And they start fighting each other, beating up each other, hurting each other, sticking and stabbing each other. What's the best thing for them to do? Separate. Okay, they can't afford to go nowhere now. You know that it's cheaper to keep a thing. So when you divorce up here in your minds, you know, you divorce. You got to go to a higher level of consciousness and deal with it on that consciousness. Then eventually your physical self will separate from each other. You know. But first you have to go to that higher place in your mind. Otherwise, misery loves company. You know, misery loves misery. You know. But when you can't get along, you got to get on. And we can't keep playing and hurting each other. It's best to get along, get on if we can't get along, you know? So that's us with the white man. But we can't run from each other as a whole. Black man can't run from himself. We can't run from each other. We can't separate from each other because he already done separated us. And that's why he's able to control us. So we got to come back together, man. We got to come back in unity, man. And I mean, if you can't see that, Stevie Wonder even seen it when he made this song Inner Visions. Ray Charles, you know. A lot of brothers seen it, especially James Brown. A lot of entertainers. My favorite rap groups, first of all, was Tupac, X-Clan, Public Enemy, they were the most hardest hitting, man, to me. Public Enemy, Tupac, X-Clan. And after that, I can't think of no more. I mean, the others was cool, you know. Q-Tip and his crew they was all right, but they weren't hard hitting, man. Like X-Clan, X-Clan, and Tupac, they was hard hitting, man. And Cube, when he came out, Ice Cube, when he came out with when Cube came out with that joint he came out with Ice Cube came out with Khalid, when he had Khalid in the background, that was a hard hitting piece right there, you know. I like that one. But the brothers now, man, they don't come hard like that, man. So I don't like all that other stuff, you know. But the music today, man, you know, as y'all say, is whack. I listen to jazz, man, and you know, I used to listen to hip hop, you know. Oh, Rakim, man. Rakim is hard hitting. I like Rakim. And who else, man? I can't think of them right off hand, but them the ones that comes, you know, to mind first. Rakim, especially that joint, Who Is God? The Mystery. I love that tune, man. So anyway, man, you know, street science is it's what we gotta study, man, because it's all about the streets, man. Now, remember that tune, We Gonna Take It to the Streets? You know that jam, taking it to the street. Hey, that's what we gonna do, man. You know, pull together these grassroots, you know, organize them, you know, and capture that money, man, and, you know, and turn it into gold, man. And one thing, we got to get off that DTE, get them solar panels. We could turn that into a new energy money scheme. Not no scheme, but a money making factories and stuff like that. And put it all over the world, all over the planet. But street science number 9. Number 10 is when we start all over again. Black light out.